This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say 3P? Union Scotties, WPIAL champions.
The New Shannock Lancers are PIAA Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McCain makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
His Monitis works through Ritson. Has a chance. Score! Off
the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. Actually recovered. And did they get her? They did!
He has wide open. Dave McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Coming to you live from Taggart Stadium. It's WPIAL Girls Flag Football here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. As today, the Newcastle Lady Canes taking on the Fox Chapel Lady Foxes here in Section 1 of WPIAL Flag Football action. It is the inaugural year in the WPIAL and the PIAA for flag football. We're glad to bring you our inaugural broadcast of Lady Canes Flag Football with Tim Continenza alongside. I'm James Dotson, and it's going to be a new experience for us, a new sport for all of the state of Pennsylvania. It was a club sport last year, so you have a lot of players across the Commonwealth that have a year of experience. But this is the first in true varsity format here, Tim, and this is a good mid-season matchup that you're going to see here between the Fox Chapel Foxes at 8-2, Newcastle coming in at 5-4.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun just to experience this brand new sport here in the WPIAL, and hopefully good things are to come here. I mean, Newcastle, as you mentioned, winning record 5-4 coming into today's game. Fox Chapel doing what they do. I believe they're 6-2, and we're going to take a moment to pause for today's national anthem.
There is your national anthem here from Taggart Stadium as the captains meet at midfield, getting ready for today's contest. Again, 5-4 record for Newcastle, as you were alluding to there, Tim, so off to a good start. The issue, though, is 3 of those 5 wins have had to come via forfeit, so not getting as much time on the field as they would nearly like, especially when you have a roster that is very freshman-heavy. Couple of forfeit wins, a young roster, though, but Coach Lyle says this team plays hard, they compete, and they keep learning more and more each and every time on the field.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, they're all playing a sport that they probably have not played very often in their lifetime.
Certainly not in an organized fashion, right?
Yeah, exactly. Backyard and, family outings, sure, but not necessarily in an organized facility. And it's great to see it here at Taggart Stadium, and it's going to just take time to develop, and it's a brand new opportunity for these athletes to get on the field and try something new. And one thing that's not going to change is you need athleticism. You're going to need speed, and you have to be able to find people in spaces and see if you could create. And I think in flag football that becomes even more value if you can find open people in space, and if they have the speed to turn it upfield, you can get those first downs, which are not close, in the normal sense of what you grow up to play football with.
Brandon Rios, the head coach of Fox Chapel, said very similarly. I mean, most of his team, freshmen and sophomores, in fact, only one senior on the roster for Fox Chapel, but a lot of them still learning just how to play the game and what to expect from one game to the next. And I think that's been kind of the key for all these players coming out. And what's going to be really interesting for Newcastle is the fact that they're getting a lot of playing time. Both in the JV game, which they were able to get a JV game today beforehand, which was awesome. But, with so many injuries, it has been the injury bug season. 10 total injuries, according to Coach Jordan Lyles. It's a next man up mentality, and they keep trying to work hard each and every time out there and, still learning something new. And, the nice thing is that there's not as many, position-specific things. We'll talk about all the details of the game as we go along, but that's got to be a nice thing, too, to be able to switch players in and out a little bit more with ease. So ball will begin at technically the 14-yard line. It's the 24-yard line on the football field. An 80-yard field from the 10 to the 10. They're going to go reverse with a handoff, and able to shift away from one tackle there was Symphony Rice, but she's going to end up losing a couple of yards on the play.
Yeah, nice development. Actually went outside, avoided one tackler, but in the second one brought her down with the grab of the flag. Or maybe a loss of 1 or 2 here on the play.
Now, also keep this in mind. First downs are stationary, so you can see the yard marker at the 30-yard line is where the Canes need to get for a first down, as Ott takes the shotgun snap throw over the middle, and it's going to be in and out of the hands. They were trying again to get it to Symphony Rice. Layla Ott is the starting quarterback. You'll see Symphony Rice, Amari Sally, Karma Chilella, and Janessa Griffin as the receivers. Avea Gibbs is the tailback. But stationary, it's 3rd down and 7. Stationary first downs, you need to get to the 30 to get this first time moving the chains.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing right now. You're just looking to move the ball forward to give yourself an opportunity here on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Rusher coming in. Ott looks again to throw over the middle, and a good leaping catch made by Rice. She's going to be brought down immediately with the stop. There is Delaney Drum, but that's a good 3rd down conversion. Pickup of about 9 yards.
Yeah, brings the ball out to about the 32-yard line. Great play. Again, so far Rice has been the target. Symphony has gotten open over the middle, and Ott has tried to find her a couple different times. That time they were able to connect and bring up that first down here for the Canes.
So the rusher has to start 8 yards back. As you can see, the little red dot currently at the 39-yard line, excuse me. They're going to go fake to the first, hand off to the second person through in the backfield, and going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage is Anea Gibbs on her first carry.
Yeah, look, just a little draw there. You're going to see a lot of those type of plays in flag football, where you want to see if the rusher will come in, and then you can work around them and get into the defensive backs, as they are about 8 to 12 yards, 10 yards off the ball, and that's by design.
So empty set here on 2nd down. You need to get to midfield here for the first down. They're going to hand off on the reverse coming to the near side. First carry of the game for Karma Chilella. She avoids one, but then is brought down on the play by Melanie Peets after a short gain.
Again, it was a nice cutback, but Melanie was there to really prevent any gain on the play.
So it'll be 3rd down and long. 3rd down and about 16 to go here in the opening quarter. Running clocks, again, 80 yards long is the field, 40 yards wide, as you can see from the pylons, as Ott takes the 3rd down snap. Going to throw it into the flat. It's going to be behind, but deflected. Nearly caught on a deflection, but it is going to be incomplete, as Janessa Griffin nearly came up with a circus catch.
Janessa was right there and went down towards her knees to make that catch, and the ball just kind of slipped through her fingertips. But she was in position. That's the type of play that we're talking about, where if you can get into spaces, you could turn it upfield and have a chance. Now, this is the time to punt the ball. This is a stationary punt, meaning there's no rush. All they have to do is snap the ball and to take their time to kick the ball away. No one will run downfield until the ball is kicked.
There's also no faking of a punt allowed either. So taking her time, here's the end of her end kick, and it is returnable, caught right at midfield by Fox Chapel, and a tackle made on the return by Julie Kapuchik. That's going to be about a 7-yard return from Milo Rivera. Now we'll see Fox Chapel take over for their first possession, clock stopping at 8:32, but good field position for the Fox's first drive of the game. The 43-yard line on the turf, officially the 33 yards away from scoring position. So first time we see the Fox Chapel offense, and they're going to go on the handoff. First player threw out of the backfield and able to get a couple of yards there on the carry was Delaney Drum.
Yeah, nice play there. Just a little sprint out to the left side as she got across the line of scrimmage. Picked up about at least 5 to 7 on the play. And I'll bring up an opportunity here.
I'm going to say at least, yeah, they'll bring it back to a gain of 4.
Okay.
That's where the flag was ripped out. Little pistol formation now with the 3 receivers to the right. As calling out the signal there is Isabella Morado. Throws it over the middle.
A little screen play. Nicely caught, but it greatly defended there by Griffin, who comes up with the tackle and pulling out the flag.
Just a 2-yard gain on the pass from Morado to Sarah Squellen.
So here's a big third down play as they got to get across the 30 to get to the first down.
Avaya Gibbs is the rusher, by the way, for the Canes defense. Linebackers are Rice, Chilella, and Griffin. Sally the Lion, the left linebacker as well. Third down, they'll go handoff on the edge again, trying to work their way forward. Good job shifting from missing a couple of tacklers there. Get a gain of about 5 yards for Drum on that carry.
Yeah, that was Silella making the play.
And it's going to be 4th down and about 2 to go.
So here comes a big play for the defense here to try to hold Fox Chapel where they're at and get the ball back on downs.
So you got to stay close, but your official pass rusher still has to stay behind that line if they are to rush the passer. Down to 6:50 remaining here in the first period. Drum to the right of the quarterback, Morado. They're going to look to throw, and it's going to be throw over the middle. It's going to be caught just past the sticks. Good job hanging on to it by Lila Rivera.
Big gain there all the way down to basically the 11-yard line. If you go from the goal line, just outside the 21 on a normal football field. A nice play, the nice catch.
Call it gain of 10 from Morado to Rivera. In traffic. First down and goal to go. Remember the goal line at the 10-yard line. Morado is going to pitch it to Drum. Steps back. Nice first cut from Drum, and she's still not down. She's able to avoid a couple of rushers, and finally it's going to be Kaylin Stewart who makes the tackle in the secondary.
Yeah, nice jump cut in the backfield, avoiding the defensive rush there, and was able to advance it. It looked like she was trapped there. She had 2 Canes right around her, did a little jump cut and got to the outside from them and picked up nice yardage.
Remember, there's no blocking allowed here either, Tim. You can't block downfield, so it's all basically on the ball carrier to avoid any potential tacklers. Second and goal, about 6 yards, and they're trying to go maybe a little reverse, and that's going to be a tackle before the pitch. It was a backwards pitch anyway. Good job by Carmen Chilella to get the tackle for a loss.
Curchilla made a nice play there. Got into the backfield and cut her off. Was able to grab that flag, and it's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play. Bring the ball back outside the.
A play is blown dead no matter what. You cannot fumble, Tim. That's the other thing too. So
once the ball is dropped, and then we're down about just under 5 minutes here to play in the first quarter. It's a running clock in the first quarter. They don't stop the clock. They won't stop it until the last 2 minutes of the halves.
Third down, get it to Drum out of the backfield, and she's going to catch and score.
There's just a little post route. Came across, grabbed it right in the middle of the field, and then ran right down the middle as she takes it into the house for the touchdown. A nice play there for Fox Chapel to get on the scoreboard.
So with 4:44 remaining in the opening quarter, that's an 11-yard touchdown pass from Isabella Morado to Delaney Drum, the freshman, getting the first points of the game. So now they have to declare if they're going to go for 1 or 2. This will be a 1-point attempt as they are trying from 3 yards out. You can try for 2 if you're from 10 yards out. So now they're going to go real tight formation here with only 3 yards needed. Rolling out to the right. Finds someone open in the flat, but in and out of the hands of the intended target as they were trying to get it to Sophie Squelia. 4:44 remaining first quarter. It's 6-0 Fox Chapel. You're watching WPIAL Flag Football on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Second possession of the game for Newcastle. They're going to go a little fake reverse. Nice underhand pass. Kind of a little shovel misdirection. The catch made by Amari Sally, though she is stopped after a short game. But you can see the creativity that Coach Lyles has.
You need to be creative in this game. You got to find just receivers, and you got to get the ball any way you can. And like I said right there, that was great creativity, being able to get it over to Sally, pick up a few yards here on first down. That's what you want to do. You always want to move the ball forward, especially in flag football where you have such a big field to play on. Here's a nice run.
2nd and 2. That's going to be the first down and more on a little inside trap, and still going forward. Finally going to be tackled near the 40-yard line. So check it out on your LCAP instant replay. I believe that Symphony Rice again on the carry, number 9. Yes.
Yes.
So that's a gain of 12.
First down and 10 here at the would be the 30-yard line of the flag football field. 40 on the normal football side.
Yeah, that's a tough one to try. How do we distinguish what that is? Technically, it is the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to go this way. They need 50 yards to score a touchdown.
There you go.
We'll go that way.
There you go.
First down, they need to get to midfield to convert. And they're going to go with the fake handoff, little pitch forward out of the backfield, and catch made there by Avea Gibbs. She'll be stopped after just a 3-yard gain. But again, you can see the misdirection, and that's crucial in these flag football games, especially, again, when there's no blocking permitted.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, you're not going to see big throws downfield very often. You're going to try to get these quick throws, get them out into the flat, get them a crossing pattern, maybe in a sense get a pick play, and be able to run around somebody and then use that your athleticism to pick up big yardage. Kind of similar to what we've seen on that run.
5 wide receivers set. Remember, everybody is eligible. Even the center is eligible to catch a pass, too. So you see going out for a pass there is the center. Good throw over the middle for a catch and a first down. Beautiful throw from Layla Ott to find Janessa Griffin to move to James.
Janessa made a nice play, got it right into the middle of that defense, made that catch, and was able to advance it for a few more, picking up that first down here for the Canes.
Center is Pilar Anderson, and you saw her again going out into the pattern. So here's where it's also difficult too, because if you want, you want first downs obviously, but this is pretty much the first down you don't want, because this is the longest you have to go. You have 4 downs now to get another 18 yards with 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. And around coming to the near side, going to try to get to the corner, and it's going to be a loss of yards as Chilella unable to get away from Delaney Drum all over the field on both sides, offense and defense for the Foxes.
Yeah, Drum made a nice play there, just cutting off that corner and then been able to reach out and make that tackle for about a loss of 1 on the play. Yeah, this is a tough situation when you're in these long situations here. It's the start of a series at midfield.
But they have moved the ball better in the first drive, at least, to change field position a little bit. A little throw over the middle. Well defensed. Good job to catch it first and foremost there by Symphony Rice, but stopped for no gain as right in her hip pocket defensively. Believe that might have been Hughes. Rivera, excuse me. It was 5, not 15. So Rivera, the freshman.
Of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, Gem Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Second quarter ready to go, and miscommunication as it is a punt. And because he had a rush.
I think it might have been too early on the snap. Not 100% sure. They stopped the play.
Well, it was fourth down. Newcastle had declared punt, and apparently that was not indicated to the Fox Chapel defense. Yeah. So basically a no harm, no foul. And now they will go back into punt return formation. Good punt here, end over end, taken at the 32-yard line, and tackled after a short return is Lila Rivera. So that's where Fox Chapel takes over 1st and 10. Let's talk about some Nick's Auto Body impact players. Unfortunately, some we're not going to see. One of the starting receivers, Charlie Jones, out with a bone contusion. Their leading skill player, Nalea Gardner, tore her ACL in a scrimmage versus Jeanette, so they're going to be without her. Elena Armstrong was a big 33 selectee when it was a club team last year. She's got at least another week or two before she'll be back on the field. It's just baptism by fire trying to find replacements for some of these star players. As Drum's going to get the pitch, tries to get to the corner, gets around one defender. Now he's going to cut back to the near side. A lot of running left and right. Going to be a nice gain, though, about 5 yards on the first carry of the drive for Drum as you check out your LCAP instant replay.
Nice play defensively, coming back, making that flag tackle at the 31-yard line.
So those are some of your impact players, brought to you by Nick's Auto Body. Second down, need to get to midfield for the first down, so call it 2nd and 9 for the Foxes. And looking downfield, now they're going to throw it into the flat, get it to Drum, and she's going to be tripped up. Flag grab before the trip up happened. Good job again by Chalella to track down the speedster Delaney Drum.
Yeah, no, again, that's a nice play there by Fox Chapel, letting the rush come in and just using the outlet back to get it to her. And then the defense came up and made a good play there to prevent a big run. But you're seeing Fox Chapel being very precise with some of their moves with the ball. They're being able to distribute it to whoever, however they want to in its design.
Pulling out to their right, throw into the flat, caught there short of the stick, spinning away from one tackler, and able to get forward close to the first down. Julie Kapuchik, one of these starting corners, able to make the stop. But it's going to be fourth and a couple of yards here. I think you might be seeing the Foxes go for it.
Right now, their offense seems to be clicking. I would go for it here, too, if I was them. And take an opportunity to keep the ball in your hands. With running clock quarters, you're not going to get a lot of chances. I think we're going to get a timeout here, though. With 10:04, first timeout of the ball game. I'll stop the clock. They'll talk it over and figure out what they want to do. Our first Pontius Insurance timeout.
Yeah, make sure you give Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, Tracy Giddings a call. PontiusInsurance.com. Let's talk about some LGKG keys to the game the rest of the way. Obviously, for Newcastle, it's about who's going to be the next man up, who's going to step up. But what do you want to see from Newcastle defensively to be able to slow down this Fox Chapel offense?
Well, more importantly, they just got to continue to chase the players. I mean, they got to know who the responsibilities for each player is and stay close to them because the ball is being distributed around them. So I think that's most important is know your responsibility, stay close, and then get help when necessary when they get to the corners and they get into the spaces. And right now I think help defense is going to be really important for them. What I mean by that is whoever's the closest defender to that target needs to be able to come in and cut off some of that angle away, prevent those big runs after, like we've seen on that touchdown, that 12-yard touchdown pass that they had.
Those are LGKG keys to the game. Big key play here, 4th down and 2. And they're going to go fake on the handoff, throw over the middle, catch made for the first down.
Great deception on the
Yeah, a lot of eyes going on Delaney Drum out of the backfield.
Exactly. Great deception there. Doing the play action pass. Worked out perfectly. And that's what you're seeing, a little sophistication out of Fox Chapel, that they're being very precise with where the ball goes and the plays they're running. And so far they've been successful on long downs to try to make those big plays.
That's your second Castle Asphalt 4th down conversion for the Fox. This is Ott, drops back to pass again, throw into the flat. It's going to be short and incomplete. That's her first incomplete pass of the game as she was trying to get it to Faith Johnson, the lone senior on this Fox Chapel team. So second down, and it's going to be a long way to go. Still need 14 yards. Need to get to the 30-yard line marked on the field, 20-yard line in the game. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Ott looking to the right, throw on the quick slant. Nice catch made. Shoestring grab, really. Esmeralda with the pass. Thank you. Caught there. Believe that was Sophie Squealy on that catch.
So it's third down coming up here for Fox Chapel. And they have to pick up about 10 yards, it looks like, for that first down at the 30-yard marker.
Yeah, exactly, 10. Morado, a little pistol. Quick drop, throw to the flat.
Open, yeah.
Nice catch. They've made that pass a couple of times. Lila Rivera able to get the first down.
Yeah, Rivera made a nice play on that, just rolling out to her right, and Morado made a beautiful pass, catching her in stride, but defense was there. I believe making that play defensively was Chilella.
It was Chilella again, you're right. Third catch of the game for Rivera, and it's going to make it a manageable 4th down, 4th and 4 for Isabella Morado and the Foxes.
Yeah, Kane's got to come up big defensively. The last 2 4th downs, they were unsuccessful to get off the field. This is a huge one here. If they can get the ball right where they're at, that would be a huge defensive play here for the Canes.
Quick hook and lateral plays. They're going to try to get it to the edge to Drum, but it's well read defensively. Chilella's going to get the loss on the reception, and that's going to be a Medora Bonner Law change in possession.
You got to give Chilella a lot of credit there. She stopped and waited for that play to develop. As they did the lateral hook, she was then pursued outside to go for the ball carrier, and she was able to make that play. So a little trickeration didn't work there for the Foxes, but now it gives the Canes an opportunity with the ball for the first time in good field position.
UPMC halftime show coming up next. UPMC Orthopedic Care is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for sports medicine services. 724-983-7000. Starting possession at their 27-yard line. Ott, throw over the middle. Nice leaping catch made there by Symphony Rice.
Yeah, she went up high to get that, James. Nice play in traffic, and then come down with the ball and advance it for about another 5 to 7 yards, all the way out to midfield. Beautiful play there by Rice after the catch.
Going to give her a gain of 12. They'll mark it down at the 45.
Oh, okay.
Third catch of the game from Symphony. She now lines up and gets the inside handoff, and she looks to pitch it back, but unable to get the pitch off to Chilella. So ball dead right at the spot of that fumble. Rice a gain of 1. But you can even see there just a little variation of a handoff option, almost little play.
And you know, you're going to see a lot of that in this type of game. It's a wide open game. You want to be able to use your athletes and ball carriers as best you can and try to get them involved.
Especially on 3rd and short. Here's a little underhand pass now, and a good job to reach forward. Will Janessa Griffin have enough to move the change? Yes, it'll be marked right at midfield.
Yeah, nice little fake reverse going to the left, and then using the shuffle pass underneath, finding the receiver, advancing the ball for the first down. Now that's the type of design play that you can get a lot of extra yardage out of it. It was nicely done there by the Canes.
Layla Ott throws overhand and that little underhand toss.
That little shuffle pass is working well for her today.
They're going to go handoff on the end around going to the far side, but not much room. Atsley got away from the first one.
Yeah. She made a nice cut back towards the middle and it was able to advance it. So Joella made a nice play with the ball in hand for that gain.
Sarah Filer finally bringing her down after a 3-yard pickup. Down to 5:13 remaining in the first half. Anderson ready to snap it back to Ott on 2nd and long. They're going to fake this time to Chilella. Throw over the middle. Wide open! And in and out of the hands. Could not secure the catch was Amari Sally. She had nothing but green in front of her.
That is just when you're waiting for the ball to come down for you to turn and run, and you ran a little too soon without securing the ball, and it falls incomplete. There's not a wide receiver in the world that hasn't experienced that. You have the opportunity to make a big play. You see the ball, you can't wait to catch it and move, and you move just a little too soon.
We call that a Garrett Dolan in our broadcast group. I always say that because he's on the other side of the curtain, and I don't get to see down to 1:30 on the rolling clock after a big 3rd down conversion. Murata bobbles the snap, fakes one way, underhand toss the other way, and it's going to be behind the intended target, trying to get it to Leah Festa, who I believe Leah is the one who just made the 3rd down catch.
At the risk of jinxing both quarterbacks, but the accuracy of both quarterbacks have been there today.
Yeah, really.
There really hasn't been that many contested balls in the air where the defense had a chance to make the play.
Yeah, really just a 4th down pass, I think, is the best chance Fox Chapel had at getting an interception.
Right.
2nd down.
And that went through 3 players' hands.
Clock does stop on incomplete passes, by the way, under the 2-minute timeout. Rolling out to her right is Ott. Throw over the middle. Nice catch made. Tackled immediately, but good hands from Festa.
Oh, beautiful play. And she was rolling out, found a receiver cutting across from left to right, and made the perfect throw and play there to pick up the yardage. Now under 10 yards to get to that 1st down, and we're down under a minute here to play.
10-yard pickup, 3rd down, and about 9 to go.
See how their 2-minute offense can work here.
Remember, Fox will get the ball first in the second half. They're going to go handoff pass again. Throw down the field, wide open near the goal line. That's going to be a touchdown.
Oh, the option play worked to perfection. They ran it earlier. They go right back to it as they were able to throw that touchdown pass as Anya Simpson made a beautiful play, rolling out to her right, stopping and throwing, finding a wide open receiver for that touchdown pass.
Well, I'll have to confirm because my catch was made by, it looked like a 34, which of course is a number I didn't have on my roster. There you go. It's Ella Ulasi. Ella Ulasi is number 34. That is a 29-yard touchdown pass and a, for sure, nomination for a Maley Chiropractic play of the game. As the Foxes look to go for 2, Murata with Drum to her left. That's a check that is Simpson who threw the touchdown. They're going to fake the end around. No one open, buying time, and now it's just going to be thrown and intercepted, and that's going to be a dead ball on the intercepted conversion. 12-0, though. Fox Chapel leads Newcastle late in the first half on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Karma Chilella gets the handoff on first down coming out of the timeout and is unable to get out of bounds. It's going to be a gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, they're going to have to race against the clock to get another play off. They line up quickly, but we're down to 15 seconds.
They have 3 timeouts to work with, though. Basically, this will be the last play or 2 remaining in the first half, and it's going to be an interception by Drum. She's got reservations for 6. And how about that? The final play of the first half. Delaney Drum steps in front of the pass, takes it back about 20 yards to the house.
Yeah, Drum read that beautifully, cut right in front of the receiver, was able to come down with the ball, and just had clear sailings to get to the goal line. And just like that, we got our 3rd touchdown of the first half here for Fox Chapel, and they'll have the opportunity to decide to go 1 or 2 here. And it'll be the final play of the first half.
It looks like they have declared
1, I believe, from where they're standing. Because they're standing by the goal line defensively.
Yep, they will put it right at the 3. So Delaney Drum and a 11-yard touchdown reception and now a 20-yard pick 6. Now a conversion for the final play of the first half, and it's going to be a sack before the pass was thrown, so incomplete. Good pressure there by Avea Gibbs to stop the pass before it starts, but it's an 18-0 lead for Fox Chapel as the teams head to the locker room. We'll be back with the halftime report when we return. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet powered by LCAP.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Congratulations to our March LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock Girls Basketball as the LCAP Team of the Month after winning the WPIAL Championship and reaching the state championship game. Congratulations to Coach Luann Grabowski and the state runner-up Lady Lancers basketball team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
It's UPMC halftime show here from Taggart Stadium as we have an 18-0 lead for Fox Chapel over Newcastle here at the halftime break. The first half highlighted by a couple of touchdowns in the final minute for the Foxes. A trick pass, a double, essentially a running back handoff pass from Anya Simpson to Ella Ulacey, a 29-yard touchdown for the score with just 39 seconds remaining. That made it 12-0. Delaney Drum, who had a first quarter rushing touchdown, then intercepts a pass, returns it 20 yards to the house on the final play of the second quarter, Tim, getting us our 18-0 lead for the Foxes. As let's pull up the standings if you have a minute there, Matt Flannery, because Fox Chapel currently in place for a potential playoff berth. The top 4 teams out of the section will make it into the postseason. Fox Chapel currently in third place with the 8-2 record. Newcastle, with a win tonight, had a great chance to maybe be able to wedge their way into those top 4. Still definitely a chance no matter what, but I think you almost want to say for sure you need a big second half here to be able to get it into the playoff picture. We'll talk more about that in a moment, but just talk about in general what this Fox Chapel team has been able to do to be able to put the ball in the end zone.
I think most importantly what they've been able to do is use a Delaney Drum as a weapon. I mean, she came across the field and caught it from left to right and went right up the middle for that first touchdown in the first half, and that was really set the tone. And she's been there everywhere, both offensively and defensively, for Fox Chapel, and she's really been a player for the Canes to deal with and keep an eye on. But when you keep an eye on one player in a game like this, others become available. So it's going to be know your responsibility and how to handle it. But it's been impressive what she has done. And in the last play here before half, reading that play over the middle, stepping in front of the receiver, making that catch, securing the ball, and then racing to the end zone for that touchdown to get that third touchdown of the first half to have this commanding 18-0 lead here at halftime. Very impressive first half for Fox Chapel. One thing I want to say about Fox Chapel also is they're running their plays. You can see the difference as Coach Lloyd talked about earlier, that he hasn't had that many game time with his players because of the forfeits that they had. And while Fox Chapel's been able to play those games, you can see the precise of the running of the plays and what they want to do. So when they do a little trickeration, it looks really good, and they find the way to make it work well. They've done it real well with the shuffle pass. They've done terrific on the option play where Simpson found the receiver deep for the touchdown. So really impressive how they've run their team here in the first half.
Isabella Murado, how about this? She's 12 of 14 for 67 yards, but again, it is Isla Simpson who threw the 29-yard touchdown pass. Delaney Drum with 12 yards rushing. She also has 3 catches on the day for a total of 15 yards. That includes the hook and lateral yardage that went against her. Symphony Bryce, the leading receiver for Newcastle. She has 4 catches on the evening for 39 yards. And Fox Chapel with the 3-score advantage, and they will get the ball first when we start the second half. We'll take one last quick break here on a UPMC Orthopedic Care halftime show. Return from Taggart Stadium in a moment at LC Sportsnet, powered by LCAP.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do?
We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington's Avery Harlan as the March Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month after averaging 9 points per game in the state playoffs and starting the softball season hitting .643 with 4 home runs. LC Sportsnet is also proud to honor Elwood City's Jordan Keller as the March Male Athlete of the Month. Jordan is hitting over .600 to start the year and leads the county with 3 home runs. Congratulations and best of luck to Elwood City's Jordan Keller and Wilmington's Avery Harlan, the March Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
If you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Start of the second half coming your way here momentarily from Taggart Stadium. Fox Chapel leading 18-0 over the Newcastle Lady Canes. Quick out-of-town score update brought to you by the Newcastle Transit Authority. First and the only sport that really matters, at least according to our producer Matthew Flannery. Scoreless between the Pens and the Flyers at the end of the first period in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup first round of the playoffs. Newcastle baseball today was taking on West Allegheny. That game went final a little bit ago, a 10-2 loss for the Hurricanes. We'll have Game 2 going on tomorrow at Flaherty Field, 4 o'clock first pitch for that one. We will also have coverage of the Newcastle softball team as they basically are in a win and you're in, a must-win situation, not officially win and you're in, but a must-win scenario on Wednesday. That's a 6 o'clock start, by the way, now against Plum on Wednesday. We'll have coverage of both of those games at lcsportsnet.com. A couple other scores on the diamond. Shenango trailed 5-0 in the first, came back and beat Laurel 11-5 as the Cats have now taken down both the Spartans and the Lancers in great action there in Section 2 or Section 1 of Class 2A. And on the baseball diamond, stick with the Shenango Cats. They make a sweep of it here today as they walk off Neshannock 4-3. We'll have Game 2 of that one tomorrow as well on the network. That's your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Newcastle Transit Authority. Why drive when you can relax and ride? And why try to drive for the NFL draft on Thursday, Tim, when you can go on the Newcastle Transit Authority?
Exactly.
They have routes going on all day Thursday and Friday to get you down there.
And this sounds like a great plan. Enjoy the draft. I know a lot of people look forward to that each and every year, and to have it in our own backyards just makes it even more special this coming week. Should be an interesting time, and hopefully great weather will prevail throughout the weekend. There's a lot of great events going on.
Still a couple minutes away from the second half of this game. Coming up after the game, we will announce an MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Get in the game at MVP Insurance, MVPINS.com. Feels like it's the end of August, Tim, when we're having to fight this sun here on the home side of the field.
Same thing earlier. I was sitting pregame with Matt. I said, Matt, I think I may have to go out to the car and go get the sunglasses to kind of fight that glare coming at us.
Tell you what, though, it was actually warmer in this press box, warm enough that we took the sweatshirt off. And it is frigid out there, but that sun has definitely warmed it up in here. And we'll be back to true spring weather beginning tomorrow, back in the 60s and 70s in terms of the temperature.
A lot of baseball and softball coming your way here on the network.
Well, sound big time coming up. Mention all those games. We'll also have the Tri-County Championships again. The 4 out of 5. The one year we didn't get Tri-County on, we did get the MAC championships on that year. So we've had one of the big meets going on at Shenango each of our 5 years here at lcsportsnet.com. Nice catch by the official. Nice dodge there by Karma Chalella as they get the ball ready to play, starting at the 14-yard line. Need to get just 6 yards to get the first down as Isabella Morado will take the first snap of the second half. Again, 12 of 14 throwing the ball in the first half for the Foxes. And they will fake one way, hand off to Drum coming to the near side. Nice cut to avoid one. Can't get the flag grab. Now they finally do.
Around the 33-yard line is where they got the tackle. So bring up a first down here for Fox Chapel. But Fox Chapel has an opportunity, something that you don't see very often, really dominating the scoreboard. As we mentioned, they went in and scored to make it 12-0 and then intercepted the next pass to make it 18-0. They could do 3 straight scores here probably, with the first, never really not having the ball in their hands.
Catch on the crossing route there made. I believe that was you, Lacey, again. By 15. I don't think I have a 15
No, I didn't have a 15 on my list. So
well, apologies there, folks.
Jane Doe.
No gain on the play nonetheless as throw over the middle. Morado. They're going to go with the hook and lateral.
But a little too high.
Yeah, good idea. And what's nice about those plays, too, is that there's really not a huge threat of doing that because even in a situation like that.
There's no penalty like that because what happens where the ball drops is where it comes dead. So you might lose 2 or 3 yards where it was initially gained on the play, but he's still plenty of time to go forward as they go here on third down.
Yeah, so instead of a gain of about 5 or 6, it's only a 2-yard pickup as it goes back to where the ball hits the ground first on that Faith Johnson reception. Throw over the middle behind and almost making the spectacular catch was Drum.
Delaney Drum has just been so athletic, getting up high with her hands, juggling that one there, almost coming down with it. She has just been really a thorn in the backside for the Canes here. But they got the play done. The Canes will have an opportunity to return a kick.
Yeah, first time that Fox Chapel has had to boot it away, and believe that is Delaney Drum who will do the honors.
Look
nice
at that
kick, though.
Holy moly.
And it bounces out of bounds, too.
Did she play soccer, too?
Wouldn't surprise me.
I was going to say, after that kick, I would think soccer might be part of her repertoire of sports.
ACTS is Lawrence County's door-to-door transportation service, open to the public. Taking people to work, play, and anywhere else they want to go. RideACTSBus.org. We'll mark the ball at the 35 on the football field, so 15 yards needed for the first down as we again look at the starting lineups. Amari Sally, Symphony Rice, Karma Chalella, and Janessa Griffin are the receivers. Avea Gibbs and Layla Ott in the backfield. Quarterback is Layla Ott, and your center is Pilar Anderson. They try to throw over the middle.
It's Drum again.
There she goes.
Her second touchdown defensively here.
I have a feeling we know who's going to be getting your MVP of the game as she now has her second pick six. This one from about 21 yards out.
Yeah. She's just, again, seen that play perfectly. Just made a move coming in. Cut in front of the receiver. Once she made the reception, it was just a matter of her returning it to the goal line for the 6 points. Let's see if they go for 1 or 2. I think they're going for 1 again.
20-yard pick six on the first one. We're going to call that one a 21-yard interception return. 24-0 And Fox Chapel will again elect to go for 1. Two receivers each way. Lacey in the backfield. Throw quickly right over the middle, and the conversion is good. Your Castle conversion makes it a 26-0 lead for Fox Chapel. Back in a moment. This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
First possession, or second possession, I should say, of the second half does not start well for the Canes, as the high snap goes basically right through the hands of both the quarterback and the running back, and that will be a loss of 6 yards on first down.
Yeah, unfortunate scenario where it basically becomes like a sack against the offense here. Unforced error.
Handoff.
There's an opportunity.
Good speed getting to the edge and still dodging tacklers. One of the best plays of the game, and I think she finally stepped out of bounds because off to the races going there was Avea Gibbs.
Yeah, Avea made a nice play getting outside, and once she was able to use her speed, dodge a couple defenders in the Foxes, and pick up nice yardage there. See where they marked the ball. They're going to mark it. It looks like around the 36-yard line on the normal football field.
So 16-yard gain, and that is a first down.
Yeah.
Last touchdown brought to you by Parada Jones McCree. Excellence is their guarantee. So first down and about 14. They're going to go handoff, trying to run a little double option again. Good job this time on the pitch, able to get it to Chalella, who basically bowls her way forward across the 30-yard line. Out to the 31. A couple of good plays strung back-to-back there, though, for the Canes.
Yeah, 9 yards from the next first down at midfield, which is the 40-yard line. But, yeah, you're seeing the playbook kind of open up here now for the Canes. Seems like they're a little bit more comfortable running some plays they haven't shown here in the first half.
Janessa Griffin now as the center. 5 receiver set. As Ott will fake the handoff, will flip underhand, coming to the near side. Good speed getting to the edge. Good tackle by Drum to stop Griffin before she could get to the chains.
Yeah, nice run there by Griffin. Again, I call it just kind of a shuffle pass. It is an underneath throw, but I mean, in the old football style, they call that a shuffle pass. And nice safe pass. Got to, just kind of what you see from officials when they throw the ball back and forth down the sideline on a Friday night.
Cuts it down to a 3rd and 4, and another little shuffle forward, but then right there to make the tackle. It was Festa that last time. This is Delaney Drum holding that to just a 2-yard gain.
Well, 4th down and just about a yard here for the first down, so opportunity here for the Canes to try to keep this drive alive.
4th down, they have elected to go for it. You have to declare if you're going for it or if you are punting. But they're going to use all their time and draw up a best play they have here on this 4th and short. Need to just get it across midfield to quote-unquote move the chains. Anderson looks to snap it to Ott.
Comes a rush.
Through over the middle, and it's well read by Drum to knock it away as Griffin was open momentarily in the middle, but that's going to be a turnover on downs with 6:05 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I want to say, just had trouble with the snap there a little bit and bobbled it. It really threw off her timing on that play, a little behind, and wasn't able to get the ball to the receiver fast enough to convert on that 4th down play. So here comes the Foxes in good field position with only one first down to pick up at the 30-yard line because they're across midfield.
First time we've seen the Fox Chapel offense on the field in probably about 20 minutes of real time. So it feels like, at least, as they're going to go quick handoff up the middle.
Yeah.
And that was number 15 again. Maybe it was 18 Crawford. So Crawford gains just 1. That pass looking for Drum, or excuse me, that was looking for Abby Hughes, is low and incomplete.
Yeah, they used Drum as the decoy there in the backfield. She came around, looked like she was going to get the handoff. They used that as the decoy and then threw out to the flat.
So 3rd and long with 5:10 remaining on our winding clock here in the 3rd. Murado snap, throw into the flat, and it's going to be out of the reach of Crawford, and that's going to be a 3 and out, and a good job by the Newcastle defense to get the ball right back.
I believe they're going to choose to punt the ball away.
That was intended for, looks like actually it's number 19, Matthews, the intended target.
Yep, they go back in punt formation, so Drum, who does it all, will try to boot one away again.
Yeah, her last punt, a dandy. She again, end of her end, angling punt will be caught at about the 22-yard line, able to get away from 1, from 2, going across the field now is Chalella, cuts back inside and gets taken down by the punter at the 34. So nice return to the 36-yard line.
Chalella did a nice job catching that over her shoulder.
Yeah, no kidding.
Taking a step as she made the catch and then pivot and come back from right to left and made a beautiful run, picking up some nice yardage. I mean, actually give them a little momentum coming into this series here for the Canes. With 4:22 remaining here in the 3rd.
Do you feel 10 years older, or would you rather feel 10 years younger? It may not just be old age that is slowing you down. A chiropractic adjustment at Maley Chiropractic can bring out the young athlete in you. Visit MaleyChiropractic.com.
You know, with Lee's birthday.
Oh,
that'd be
goodness.
Perfect for him to feel 10 years younger.
You know, I think we all should wish Limon a happy birthday and give him a free chiropractic adjustment.
Exactly.
Oh, he would love that.
I think it would be perfect for him.
Fake the end around and a handoff up the middle. Not much room, but gaining a couple of yards forward is Avea Gibbs on her 3rd carry. Gain of 4 before she's brought down by Leah Festa. Moves the ball forward to the 41, though. 2nd down and 9. The playoffs, by the way, will be held as a 4-team playoff from each of the sections. More on that in a moment, as Ott on the play action, throw into the flat, but that's going to be a loss of yards. He's reading it the whole way as Festa to bring down Rice before she can get going.
Yeah, Rice made a nice play on the ball to catch it, but unfortunately defense read it perfectly, was able to reach down and grab that flag.
So we mentioned that the top 4 teams from each section will make it into the playoffs. It is a one-day semifinals will be played, and then the finals that same night. It'll be held at North Allegheny High School.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then the championships will be held with the top 4 teams from the entire WPIAL at Upper St. Clair's. Chalella unable to hang on to that one, a little bit behind her.
Yeah, 4 on the field. I love it.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so I haven't heard if they're going to run them at the same time during the semifinals, if they can, the turf is long enough. I mean, what do we figure out? 53 1/3 yards going horizontally, so I don't think you'll have enough room.
No.
But
you can play back-to-back games pretty easily. So
right, and then the finals going on immediately after, as this punt will bounce forward and will be taken at about the 37-yard line. Drum cuts forward up the middle, makes 1 miss, 2 miss, and finally will be brought down there by Griffin near midfield.
Yeah, I tell you, she's a lot of fun to watch on this football field here today. Is Delaney Drum? She's just done it all. She has great vision. You can see that, not only defensively, but on special teams and what she's able to do there and take that ball and do so much with it. Her vision of the field has really been an advantage here for the Foxes.
I'll tell you what, she showed off the arm, too, throwing it back over to the Newcastle sideline.
Yeah.
But I will say this, though, too. I mean, also look at the number of reserves that Fox Chapel has.
They have a large team.
Yeah, that has definitely played an advantage, I think, a little bit in this game. Again, all the injuries, finding some new bodies in there.
More than anything, gives you someone to practice against.
Oh, yes.
That's huge.
You mentioned student assistant. You wonder how many times that you've had Travis Wetzel having to go and play defense.
Right.
As a good pass out on towards the sidelines. Going to be caught there by Gia Mort.
And Mari Sally on the tackle.
That'll be a first down. 7-yard catch. How about this? I got 9 different Fox Chapel players with a reception.
Yeah. They have done a nice job of spreading the field and taking advantage of everybody's athletic opportunities.
Coach Rios says they keep learning one day at a time, one practice at a time, and it's
big
showing
run.
off.
Yeah.
As Mari Sally finally makes the tackle. Good quick run there from Matthews.
Yeah. They're using the skill sets of their entire teams well here, and the Foxes have shown. But I do think that's a huge advantage to have numbers, where you can actually go on any given night, go out and practice and have a good quality practice. While where you're looking at may only have about 12 or 15 players is a lot more difficult thing to do.
Nice attempt on the rushing of the passer there, but a flag's going to be called. Zavea Gibbs looks like went for the flag and did not get it, so I think this might end up being a flag on the play.
Yeah, we did. She marked it back at would be the 30-yard line on a flag football field. See if they single what they're going to mark it back off to about the 36-yard line.
Now, so they're going to call a penalty on the offense.
Yeah.
Ball always marked right in the middle of the field, and you see those orange markers.
Yeah.
So the one is for the line of scrimmage, and then the one at the back judge is putting.
Yeah,
that's for your rusher specifically.
Right.
The one who's rushing the passer can go into the backfield.
Right.
I think they're just getting confirmation of what the penalty is. Coach Lyles on the far side is. Back to the action, just over a minute left in the third quarter. Murata takes the snap. Throw down near sideline, coming back to it, but could not secure the catch as they were basically right at the first down marker, but unable to hang on to it was Simpsons. Excuse me, that was again number 34 who made the touchdown catch, LOU Lacey.
It's been a lot of fun watching this game here today, seeing these young ladies in action playing football and really expanding their athleticism and what they have achieved on the high school athletic courts and fields this year.
Little pitch out quickly to the right and quickly moving up the field back to the original line of scrimmage before that last penalty. That'll be a gain of about 7 for Matthews. And that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Fox Chapel leads 25-0 over Newcastle. Fourth quarter when we return. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossatelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
"12 minutes on the clock, 4th down coming, and they are going to go for it as Fox Chapel. 4th down and 6, leading 25-0 over Newcastle. Hand off to Drum, stops on a dime, runs forward, and she's going to get enough for the 1st down.
What a nice change in directions there. As you mentioned, stopped on a dime and cut back to her right and able to accelerate to the 30-yard line and across it to pick up that 1st down. Boy, she has been impressive today.
Needed 6 and got 8 to move the chains for another Castle conversion.
One thing of both teams, the fundamentals of reaching the ball out to try to get those extra yards, to get to the marker. Both teams have done a nice job with that today.
Fake the Drum this time, throw over the middle, nearly intercepted. I thought that Janessa Griffin had it.
Oh, I did too. It looked like she made a right play on the ball. It's just unfortunate. Maybe just a hair too far outside for her to get both hands on it.
Couple of just missed plays here for Newcastle in this game. I mean, you go back to what would have been a tying touchdown in the first half on a deep ball. It just could not quite be secured. A couple of plays like that defensively, nearly an interception, and Fox Chapel, they've got the 2 big plays on defense, 2 pick sixes in the game. As handoff, another one to Matthews, dodges the first attempt and then will be tackled near the line of scrimmage. Another good tackle there by Griffin.
Yeah, the case defensively, I know the score shows 25 points for Fox Chapel, but they're not responsible for all those scores. They've actually done a nice job of trying to control what is in front of them. And that's all you can ask for from a defense that has been on the field a lot here throughout this ball game.
This is the number that's impressive to me. 3 of 9 on 3rd downs is Fox Chapel. Newcastle's done a good job of holding them. The issue is they are 3 of 4 on 4th downs.
Yeah, they've been able to convert when they needed that extra down.
2 in the backfield here on 3rd down and goal to go. There'll be a little throw into the backfield, and that will be incomplete.
Got a nice design as an outlet pass. It felt incomplete, but it's a good idea, to teach your quarterback to look downfield and can't find it, finding your secondary receiver and your running back out to your left like that, and just couldn't deliver the ball there to Drum, but a nice design here for Fox Chapel.
4th down and goal to go. Need 16 yards to punch it into the end zone. Drum again to the right of Isabella Morado. She pumps, waits, no rush.
All the time in the world.
Trying to direct some traffic, and I think she's now past the line of scrimmage as she makes this throw. So this will be an illegal forward pass. It was dropped anyway.
She just made oops, let me step across. No one's seen me after the play ended.
Yeah. Looked back and went, no, I'm over here. So illegal forward pass will give Newcastle the ball back. That's the other thing, too. In terms of rules, the rules are pretty simple.
Yeah.
Defensive penalties basically will result either in a 5 or 10-yard penalty and usually an automatic 1st down. Most offensive penalties are simply spot foul, or if it's a procedure, a 5-yard penalty, and almost every offensive penalty results in a loss of down. And offensive penalties-wise, it's just basically blocking.
Yeah. No, it's designed to be a wide-open opportunity game for the players, and they've both teams have shown that at different times throughout tonight's contest.
We'll have our Tri-County Principals post-game show at the conclusion of this one. Nice, interesting formation here. Newcastle going jumbo set. Handoff and then a pitch back. Good job to grab the pitch to avoid what would have been a long loss. Now Chalella coming back to the near side of the field. Nothing that the quarterback can do but just kind of stand there as a screen.
Yeah, that's all you can do is that be be a pick. Make the defense run around you. You can't, be a moving pick like you could see maybe in basketball games and stuff. You just got to stand still and hope that the play comes towards you a little bit that may cause a little confusion.
Chalala gets a gain of 2 officially on the play.
Great effort for those 2 yards.
Handoff coming near side, and a good quick
nice
tackle
quick
right at the line of
yeah.
scrimmage.
Like drum on the tackle, I believe.
That was Gibbs on the handoff. We'll give him a gain of 3 as they get across the 45. Excuse me, the 25 officially. I'm looking at the at the rushing marker. But that is enough for a first down, more importantly, as they marked it right at the 30. Ball over the middle through the hands of a couple defenders and falls incomplete.
Yeah, a little ping pong, pinball type action across the way on that pass.
And that last play is another example, though, of where you may have wanted it to be just a 1-yard gain instead of a 2-yard gain for Gibbs, because now you had to go the full 20 yards in 3 plays, and that first.
Yeah, it's so difficult. I mean, you bring up a great point. If you do have 20 yards in between your first down markers, first down and 10 is huge. I mean, first down, I should say, is just huge. You want to get 8, 10, 12 yards on first down to cut that in half, or then you only need 2 more, short plays to convert.
Hand off to the right. They're going to go double pass. Naturally spinning away from the flag grab and now taking off and running with it on the play. Nice gain down the far sideline for Symphony Rice.
Yeah, a little running back option play there, and looked like she was ready to throw. Couldn't find anybody. Tucked and ran and made a nice run, picking up 10 yards on the play, bringing the ball out to the 30-yard line. Now it's 10 yards to get to midfield. See if they can pick up a first down.
4 carries for 22 yards now for Symphony Rice. Also has 5 catches now in the game for 28 yards.
And now you got to remember they got 2 downs to get those 10 yards. So if you can move the ball forward here, even 3 to 5, 7 yards, you'll set up a 4th down play that makes a little bit more convertible opportunities.
3 receivers right on this 3rd down and 10. And they're going to go fake the handoff to the outside, throw over the middle. Nice find for a short gain. It's going to be a gain of 7, but it makes this a 4th and very manageable. And again, nice play design to gain some yards. The catch made by Sally.
Yeah, let's see what Coach Lloyd decides to do here on 4th down. Opportunity. What type of play he drives up. So I imagine he's going to go on one of the more successful plays that they've been running all year. In a situation like this, you want to be able to have kind of multiple options here for Ott, as the quarterback, and we'll see what they choose to do. I mean, Rice has been very, very active throughout this game and has made some nice catches. We'll see who they choose to target here.
Delaney Drum has been very vital, though, over the middle of the field.
Yeah.
A couple of
I wonder
knockdowns.
if they'll go outside, try to run away from her a little bit. She's on the right side of the line, or the defensive side, I should say.
4th down and 3, and they will flip it short, and it is going to be stopped short.
Yeah. Not a bad design. They ran away from Drum and got it short, made the completion, but the defense was right there to make the play. I believe that may have been Pites on the defensive play.
With 4:57 remaining, another change in possession. Remember, coming up after the game, we'll have our Tri-County Principals post-game show, including our GEM scoring recap. GEM Master Builders and Craftsmen, family-owned and operated general contractors for 4 generations. GEMbuilders.com, building our community for 70 years. Our first broadcast here of girls flag football. We'll get another game on, I believe next week as well. Stay tuned on the SportsNet website for all of those. That's a short gain.
Yeah,
again, it looks like a big run, and then you see somebody
hold the flag up. Yeah, I thought she got all the way out, across that 5-yard marker there, but it was
just a 4-yard gain for Matthews.
Yeah. Needless to say, they've been able to find ways to move the ball here for the Foxes.
Snap back, throw over the middle. Murado able to find.
Missed tackles, and that's a breakout.
She's still going. That's going to go down as a 35-yard touchdown pass. That is Melanie Peets with the 35-yard touchdown.
Peets made a nice play, catching the ball over the middle, went through 2 defenders. Each one went grabbing for the flag, couldn't get it. Both of them kind of surprised that they didn't knock it off. And once she realized she had both of them on, it was a foot race. It was a foot race that Peets wasn't going to lose.
And that's right there why you never assume that the flag has been grabbed. You keep on running until someone tells you to stop. Second touchdown pass for Isabella Murado on the game, and they will elect to go for 1 with 3:52 remaining.
And off there to Matthews again.
And she scampers her way in on the conversion. 1-point run makes it 32-0. Back in a moment, Fox Chapel leading here. It's girls flag football on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Clock winding at 3:35 as we begin the next Newcastle possession. Delayed handoff, and now Gibbs will get it up the middle, gain of about 4 yards for Avea Gibbs. Her 5th carry of the evening, 27 yards on the ground for her.
Yeah, beautiful play. Just took it right up the gut after she got the ball and was able to get a nice gain. Now you're only 2 yards short of the first down.
North Allegheny and Shaler, the top 2 teams in this section. Fox Chapel securing their spot as the number 3 team out of this section. A couple weeks left to go before the playoffs begin, as they'll go end around to Rice, and she'll cut up the middle, and she's got a nice gain out to about the 27-yard line. Gain of about 9 on her 5th carry of the game.
Yeah, again, going deep into the playbook, using the end around. Nicely done. Nice design. Being able to catch the defense a little on flat-footed. Picking up that big first down here for the Canes.
2:25 remaining. They still have the 2-minute timeout. Newcastle does have 3 timeouts left. Can they make a little drive down the field and punch one in before the game comes to a close? Handoff coming to the near side now. Getting to the edge. Good job there by Chalella to avoid one and then scamper away from a second before she's finally stopped after a gain of about 5. Her 7th carry of the game. That will be the 2-minute timeout. We'll keep it right here at lcsportsnet.com. One of the things I also wanted to mention, too, is haven't seen it tonight, but I know one of the big things they have to keep their eye on, the officials out there, is flag guarding. Can't, be doing stiff arms or protecting your flag in any way. And I remember playing in intramural flag football. You weren't even allowed to spin in that. So I was curious if that was going to be a potential thing to watch for, but because the spin move would just make it too difficult to grab the flag. One of the other rules going on, can see for Fox Chapel, the 2 flags on the belt, one on each side. Newcastle the same way, I believe. Beginning next year, you are mandated to go to a 3-flag system. It's
one in the back?
Yes, one in the back as well. Faking the handoff this time, and the throw from Ott over the middle is going to be incomplete, intended for Tyler Anderson.
Yeah, that's an interesting rule change coming in. I can understand that. It'll make it a little more, I wouldn't say, not easier, but another option if a player gets in front of you to make that tackle.
Yeah, and mainly it was early on, they just wanted people to play, and there was no real official rule on that before, if it had to be the double flag or the triple flag. But so it was optional to use the third flag here this year, but will be mandated by NFHS beginning next season. Big thanks to everyone here, as always, at Newcastle, helping us get things set up and good to go. Coach Mo, Bobby Pia, and everybody. I give a shout out to Mr. Pavia, I guess. I must. Fake the handoff, throw over the middle, and it's going to be in and out of the hands. A good defensive play, knocking it away from behind defensively for Fox Chapel. Believe that was Melanie Peets, who just had touchdown reception. Actually, I'll take that back. It's Milo Rivera, number 5, who knocked that one away.
Big third down here. See if they can get some yardage. Is this fourth?
Yeah, I think that was third.
Yeah, it is. This is fourth down. Looking at the stick number. So they have to get to midfield here.
They're going to throw it short, catch, turn, and able to break away, and I think they're going to get enough for the first down.
It's going to be close. I'm not sure where they're going to mark it at.
Now they are going to say a yard
short.
short.
Yeah, it was close. I was looking where the defender was standing. I thought she was on this side of midfield, meaning the right side of it, and unfortunately for the Canes, they'll turn the ball over there.
Yeah, couldn't quite get the arms extended in time to, as you said, you've seen it most of the game, reaching forward to be able to get the extra yardage, but unable to do so on that one. So the minute 31 remaining, a couple of runs of the football, and that should be.
Yeah, won't take much, as they can take some time off the clock here. There's no real official play clock. We'll change footballs here.
Well, somebody was forward thinking and tried to put the ball away. Got one more offensive possession. Yeah, you don't have the team manager, ball boys on the sideline. Handoff right up the middle. Nice tackle for a loss there. Stopping Matthews for a no gain.
I think this is more the JV team getting in, as you have Simpson now at quarterback.
7-6 was the JV game final score. Fox Chapel defeating Newcastle. Under a minute to play here from Taggart Stadium. And Simpson's throw is going to be picked off. Chalella makes the pick. She's still going. No flag dropped yet?
Yeah, there's.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah. But needless to say, beautiful play by Chalella. She came across, reached over her shoulder, and made that catch, and then able to make the return across midfield, gaining another 5 on the run. So with that change of possession, they'll stop the clock with 38 seconds, but a big play there for the Canes defense.
And can they punch one in here late? "36 yards away. Can Layla Ott and company
make it happen?
Find one trip to the end zone. Ott thrown to the near side, and that's going to be intercepted going the other way. Came out of the hand rough, and off to the races she goes, and you're not going to get her. Gia Mort will take it to the house.
Third interception return for a touchdown here today for the Foxes.
Say that's a 57-yard pick six.
Yeah, Gia made a nice play on that ball. Once she had the sideline, there was really just nothing but green in front of her. And once she turned on her jets, there was no way Newcastle, who was behind the play, could actually catch her. All that was left was Simpson and she didn't have an angle to really get to her to make the pull of the flag for the tackle. So they'll go for 1 here.
And Simpson will be at the quarterback. Looked like Coach Lyles is getting one final explanation.
Murdano checks in as a wideout.
And they'll hand it off up the middle, and the flag pull before getting into the end zone. Janessa Griffin able to get the stop. Keeps the score at 38-0.
25 seconds to go in the ballgame. The score, Fox Chapel 38, Newcastle 0.
As that also puts a mercy rule into effect, not a huge deal with 25 seconds remaining.
Yeah, basically, we're going to have the last play of the game coming up here.
Unfortunately for Newcastle, our first time getting a chance to get out here, and they've just run into one of the top teams that you're going to see. And you're right, the inexperience. I mean, all these teams are inexperienced, but they've only played.
I think that was the biggest difference in the game, because they had spurts where they played really well. It's just they just haven't had the actual competition as much as they wanted.
As Chalala will make a nice move coming to the near sideline. She'll get the first down, gets out to the 25-yard line before the stop there by Anya Simpson.
And that should just about do it.
Let's see if they can hustle up to the line for one final play.
Now, it doesn't look like they're going to have that opportunity as the clock hits triple zeros.
And that's your final score, 38-0. Fox Chapel defeats Newcastle here tonight. We'll come back with our Tri-County Principals postgame show when we return. Flag football on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Amazon. I was looking.
Tri-County Principals post-game show here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, as it's a 38-0 victory for Fox Chapel over Newcastle. Quick scoring recap. Delaney Drum in the first possession of the game for the Foxes, an 11-yard touchdown pass from Isabella Morado made it 6-0. Next score didn't come until less than a minute to play, 39 seconds remaining in the first half, and a double pass, a running back handoff pass. Anya Simpson throws it to Aaliyah Ulasi for a 29-yard touchdown. And then the last play of the first half, Delaney Drum picks it off and returns it 20 yards. Made it 18-0 Foxes at the half. Drum would do it again, a 21-yard pick six this time, making it 25-0 early in the third quarter. Melanie Pitts would get a late touchdown pass from Morado from 35 yards out. And then Gia Moore gets a pick six of her own, 57 yards on her interception return, the third of the night for the Foxes. Final score 38-0. A couple of quick stats. Morado throws for over 100 yards in the game and a pair of touchdown passes for Fox Chapel. Officially 103 yards and those two touchdowns. Delaney Drum, 7 carries for 30 yards. She also had 3 receptions for 15 yards and a touchdown, and the 2 interception returns for a touchdown. She's our MVP of the game here today. MVP Insurance is proud to honor Delaney Drum for today's MVP Insurance MVP of the game. She will get a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone for being today's MVP of the game. 45 yards of offense, 3 touchdowns in the game and a couple of big defensive plays even without the pick six. That she had a couple of those, a couple of fourth down knockdowns as well. Oh, and 2 booming punts. Literally did it all today.
She was just so impressive when she was able to really control this ball game, both on the offense and defensive side of the ball, and scored our first touchdown on that 11-yard touchdown reception. Had 2 pick six and had a beautiful punt that set up a situation where Newcastle was deep in their territory. That ended up being the next play that would be the interception return before half. So it was just an impressive outing there by Delaney Drum here tonight, and congratulations her for being our MVP Insurance MVP of the game.
As for a couple stats for Newcastle real quick, Symphony Rice finishes with 28 yards on 5 receptions. She also ran it 5 times for 31 yards. Karma Chalala, 8 carries for 30 yards, your leading rusher on the day for Newcastle. And also a big interception late to try to set up one final Newcastle score. She's going to be our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game recipient.
Yeah, what a great play over the middle late in the game. Was able to make that catch over the shoulder and then return it and get some extra yardage on it. It was one of the highlights on the defensive side of the ball here for Newcastle here tonight. And congratulations to her being our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game award. And she'll receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being tonight's Play of the Game. To view a full list of this year's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations again for being our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Maley Chiropractic, keep you in the game.
So that makes Fox Chapel at 9-2 overall on the season. Newcastle now at 5-5 with a few games left to play. And again, playoffs beginning the first week of May. It's a 15-team section. I know that a lot of games, unfortunately, haven't been able to be played. Hopefully the Canes can get a couple of these final games played. We'll have one more coming up next week on our schedule. Again, hopefully we've had a couple that we haven't been able to do because of a schedule change and a game that ended up not being played because not enough players, et cetera, et cetera. Hopefully we're going to get a chance to get the Canes on the air at least once more before this season comes to an end. You can see that the pieces are there, Tim. You can tell, though, that it's a lot of rust and just a lot of having to figure out these new positions, and with a lot of injuries certainly not helping the cause.
Well, that's exactly it. It's a brand new organization. It's getting started, a brand new game. And, you need that week in and week out opportunity to compete. And unfortunately, with the forfeits that were at hand and the weather and other scenarios, they haven't had that. You can see throughout today's competition, both at the JV level and the varsity level, there were times where the Canes just really performed well. They just lacked that weekly competition that they haven't not had consistently in this season, and hopefully in the future they'll get a little bit better and they'll have an opportunity to grow. But you can see a lot of talent out on this football field, and it'll be fun to watch them, continue to compete this season.
Yeah, big thanks to both Coach Rios and then Coach Lyles of Newcastle for getting us some great information on their team and allowing us to make this broadcast happen here tonight. Again, we'll have another one coming up. Probably believe that's going to be next week, but stay tuned for all that on the LC SportsNet website. We'll have doubleheader baseball tomorrow, Neshannock-Shenango Game 2, as well as the Newcastle-West Allegheny Game 2. We'll also have Newcastle softball coming up Wednesday night, now a 6 o'clock start against Plum, and Tri-County Track and Field coming over the weekend on Saturday as well. Big thanks, Garrett Dolan, our camera operator, Matt Flannery, our producer extraordinaire. Great stuff, as always, from him. Tim Condensa, final thought from you before we head out of here.
It was just a really fun, entertaining opportunity to see these two schools play in this inaugural season of flag football here in the Whipple. And congratulations to both teams, and look forward to seeing them down the road.
We will check them all out. Man, the playoffs coming up, Fox Chapel with that. They haven't secured a playoff bid, but it's going to be pretty close at this point to saying that they have clinched a berth into those playoffs coming up. Again, they will take place for this section at North Allegheny in early May. Thanks again to everyone here at Newcastle Taggart Stadium for helping us get everything set up and good to go. For my broadcast colleague, Tim Continenza, and the rest of the Sportsnet crew, I'm James Dotson. So long, and stay tuned for more great action at lcsportsnet.com. One final time, your final score here, Fox Chapel 38, Newcastle 0 at LC Sportsnet, powered by LCAP.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.